does.
Bringing up Bates. We have interviewed the parents in the Bates family,
Yes.
Gil and Kelly Jo, I would say at least 3 times.
Yes, we have.
And especially Kelly Jo. Gil's a nice man too, but Kelly Jo is like the nicest woman in the world.
And you know, one of these days, you know, we're going to have to go see him because I have got to try her sweet tea. As much as I love sweet tea, I bet she makes some killer sweet tea.
I bet she does.
Oh, man.
So, through Uptv, we have, usually when we interviewed them, it was at the start of a new season. And they would share what was going to take place, and, you know, we'd talk about their church and different things like that. And I just kind of want to read what Uptv said. They announced Tuesday that they would not be moving forward with the show Bringing Up Bates, which was expected to premiere its 11th season in February. So it was, I'll go ahead and say this now, it had actually already been filmed and ready to premiere in February. And this is a quote, a statement from Uptv. We will not be premiering Bringing Up Bates Season 11 on Uptv as planned, as we will be focusing our programming in 2022 on movies and a new scripted series to be announced soon. When we premiered Bringing Up Bates, the series was focused on parents with 19 kids who were teenagers and young children. The cameras were there to capture the love, the laughs, and the big moments as the family continued to grow. Thank you to Gil and Kelly Jo Bates for welcoming viewers into your family's home over the past 10 seasons. The statement continued and said, thank you to the fans who tuned in every Thursday night to be part of the journey. We're looking forward to continuing to uplift you with our programming in the future, is how the statement concluded. In September, Uptv had announced news of the renewing of the reality series, and then kaboom. Now, being the amazing family that they are, I wanted to read the statement that the Bates family shared in response. As the next year begins, our family will be experiencing a lot of new changes. One of the biggest changes for us is that the network will be moving toward producing more scripted family shows and will not be renewing a contract to film new Bringing Up Bates episodes. We realize God's timing is always perfect, and we are looking forward to what the future holds for our own family as well as the network. The last 10 seasons of filming with Bringing Up Bates have been an amazing journey for our family. We never expected or aspired to be on TV, but we are forever grateful to Up for all the friendships we have formed as a result. Filming and opening up our home has been both rewarding and challenging, but there are not enough words we could say to show appreciation for the amazing film crew and all of the staff who have invested so much time into making this show possible. They have become family and have impacted us forever. We are also grateful to all the encouragement we have received over the years from those who have watched the show and have reached out to message us or pray for us. They concluded the statement writing this: most of all, we are thankful to God for the experiences we've shared together as a family and for the lessons we've learned along the way. We feel very blessed to have these memories. We look forward to the next chapters of life unfolding before us with lots of new adventures. We promise to keep you updated on our lives in the days ahead and pray that God will richly bless each of you. Our greatest desire is that we would each strive to learn more about God and to grow in His grace. And is that just not so typical of...
Absolutely. That's how eloquent they are.
Let's put this in perspective. They just got fired.
That's exactly right. And that's just how graceful they are. That they take it that way, and they're giving thanks to God, and they're praising Him for what He's done, as well as they're thanking Uptv for the opportunities they've given them.
And I say it like we know them, and we basically just know of them. We've had discussions with them, but knowing them, that was sincere.
Oh, absolutely.
That wasn't just blowing smoke.
No.
That's
I don't think they have the ability, because they're so good-hearted people. I don't think they have the ability to blow smoke. I really don't, because they're such good, wholesome people. They're so genuine. That's really the word I wanted. It was genuine.
There you go.
Such genuine, down-to-earth, caring people. That's them.
Yeah, that's them right there.
That's them.
That looks like in the earlier days.
Yeah.
You think about it, 10 years, and some of their kids started as...
Can you imagine 19 kids? Whew.
No.
Man. I had 5, and I look like I've been pulled through a rat hole backwards. Man.
Now, let's put some of this in perspective. They make the announcement. They've been plugging the new season. There's an Instagram post that a lady by the name of Katie Joy of Without a Crystal Ball points out that Uptv has been promoting Bringing Up Bates throughout the past few months, and she writes, Uptv has been relentlessly promoting the new season of Bringing Up Bates. In September, they called the series a ratings winner, and they were excited for the new season. So how do you go from having 10 years under the belt, ratings that were... I've heard that they were the #1 show on Up. I don't know that for a fact. I've been told that. They obviously brought in lots of ratings. If you read about them and the things that are out right now, because there's a lot of people that are upset about this, including us.
Absolutely.
You find that they have quite the large following. They have quite the large family, and they have quite the large following of their family because of who they are and how they live their lives. This quote says, Bringing Up Bates continues to outperform its prior seasons in the ratings because the Bates family are beloved by our viewers and fans who watch the series weekly and engage with the family on social media. We repeatedly hear from viewers how much they appreciate the Bates family, and they look forward to spending time with their favorite large family each week for an entertaining and uplifting safe haven on television. And that was from Hector Campos, the Vice President of Content Strategy and Programming at Uptv back in September.
Well, he'll be eating those words, huh?
Well, I mean, it's coming back right here.
Yeah, it's going to be biting him.
This person went back and found what he had said and pointed out. And, you know, it's really a cop-out in my estimation. And, you know, I still have contacts at Uptv.
Right.
And they send me things every week. You know, I'm on their regular listings to not just an email list that goes to everybody, but they send me things about new shows that are starting, interview opportunities that there are, and things like that. I'm trying not to sound arrogant or cocky, and I'm not, but you know, there are a handful of people that if you was to say the Ed Boston podcast or Ed Boston Ministries or whatever, they would be familiar with us. I'm not talking about people that I don't like and people that I've had a grudge against, because I've had a good working relationship with the people at Uptv for several years. So I'm not talking trash about somebody. I'm not talking trash, period. I want to say this in as kind and loving a manner as I can, that I really, really think that they have messed up in what they have done here. And let's talk for a second about what could have happened. We don't know that it happened. We have no inside information on what happened, but something had to have happened, right?
Something could have.
You don't go from September, heavy promotion, you know, it's like
probably #1 show to nothing,
to fired, to canceled. Okay, I'm trying to keep this as upbeat as possible, but canceled.
Wow.
Duggar, who was convicted of downloading and possessing child pornography, he has recently requested a new trial. His attorneys filed a motion that their client be acquitted, and they, being the lawyers, sought to pin blame on an ex-employee of Duggar's and accused prosecutors of not providing exculpatory evidence on time. So, once again, Josh Duggar, part of the family of the Duggars, who were 19 kids and counting, right? Isn't that what the name of their show was charged with child pornography, requested the new trial. So there you have that. Now, Uptv is known as an encouraging, uplifting, Christian-based, so they have this reputation, uplifting, wholesome, and those things. And so now they've got a problem. This is Ed speaking. Ed and Amy talked about this. This is all speculation. But it's, to me, the only thing that makes sense of how you go from top-rated show, you know, highly rated show, announce a new season, promote, fire. I don't know about you, but, well, let me just say this. I know little to nothing about the Duggar family. You knew more about them than I did. But I know little to nothing about them. And most of what I know comes from this one person in their family. Thus, when I hear bringing up Bates, the only thing to me that associates them with the Duggars is they both got 19 kids. Am I off base here?
No.
I mean,
No.
Should people hold it against the Bates family because they had connections to the Duggar family years back?
No, absolutely not.
I mean, how many of us have had connections to somebody 10 years ago, 12 years ago that did something bad 10 or 12 years later
Right.
that has nothing to do with us?
Right. And I find it to be an insult that Uptv has, if that's the reason.
Yeah, that is an if. We want to keep.
If that's a reason.
We want to keep saying that
Right.
because we don't
We
know
don't
that
know.
it is.
But if that's part of a reason or a reason that they've done this, it's an insult. And not just to the Bates family, but to people that care about the Bates family. It literally is, because they have nothing to do with that. They've not been implicated in any way, shape, or form of anything. And it's an insult that they would even be
Thought of in the same.
But right, absolutely. Have anything to do with it, period.
And I know we're off a little bit of how we normally go about things, but we kind of take this personal.
Right.
We feel like they have wronged friends of ours.
Right, absolutely.
And I know that all of the Bates interviews and things like that were before we started the prayer and share hour. So many of you may have no clue of what we're talking about. I mean, you can Google search bringing up Bates and you'll find all kind of interesting things.
Yeah.
And we can't sit here and do justice to the show because, I mean, we watched kids grow up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you look at their family picture now, and it's not just Gil and Kelly Jo and 19 kids, but I didn't read how many grandkids there are, but there's a bunch.
A bunch.
There is a bunch, because when you look at it, when they started 10 years ago, getting almost 11, some of their kids were senior in high school, and up to where in 10 years they've had plenty of time to get married, have kids, and
Right.
and some of them multiple children. And so we'll keep following, and we'll be sharing
Yep, absolutely.
information about Bates.